Well, here it is, Wednesday, and the Harmony Sovereign is done. Check out that logo, isn't that cool? Wow. I've trimmed all the string ends off and replaced the truss rod cover, and that means I am done working on an instrument. The last thing I do is cut the string ends off. It's tuned up. We've fitted this thing with a set of clear tone coated 12 gauge strings. It's a 12 to a 52, I believe, on this. String action here at the 12th fret. After setting the neck, 5/64 and 4/64. Utterly perfect. We've got a combination of good luck and just incredible craftsmanship to get that right. We have rebuilt the saddle on this, and I have sloped that with the radius of the fretboard so that the strings are in proper have a proper radius to fit the radius of the fretboard this direction. So this is sloping in the same degree. So we rebuilt that. Did a little bit of work on the slot here to get this new saddle to fit. It was ever so slightly wider than the slot that was here with the original saddle, so we've took care of that. Took a little bit of material off the back edge. You can see this front edge is really thin, and that's a weak spot in the wood, so we removed very slight little bit on the back side. This is sloped, and it's tilted in this direction for intonation. The intonation on this guitar is not perfect. It can't be, but it's as close as humanly possible given the physics of the instrument. I won't talk much more about that. You'll just get confused, and that's how come I make so much money doing this. So you just don't worry about that. Anyway, aside from that, this is a handmade buffalo horn nut that I just finished up polishing this morning, and rounded off all of the edges and made it look nice as if it were a piece of Graphtec. It's not. This is buffalo horn. No rough edges, no harsh corners, no, you can't even feel it where it meets the body or the neck on either side. No scratches, no nicks, no dings, no errors. Nut string spacing obviously is just absolutely perfect. That's what we do. This was a big project. Here's a look at the fretboard and the frets. Kind of scroll down the fretboard. Take a look at that. Pretty spectacular. Beautiful piece of rosewood. As you can see, the string spacing up the neck is entirely perfect for every string on here. The distance from the side to the first string, the distance from the side of the fretboard to the first string. That's how we roll. I have done a complete polish and cleanup of this guitar multiple times. It got dirty working on it. Lots of dust. This was the big portion of the job that we did, and that was to remove this neck. Now, how do you do that? It's glued on. Well, that's a secret. If I told you, you know the deal. And kind of a close-up of that joint right there, and you can see that you almost can't tell anything was done. If you're a luthier or a repair tech, you might see something. You can see right here, right about there was a crack in that heel. We have glued that and sealed it, and obviously put a strap button on this instrument so he can now play it with a strap. We were able to save the original Bakelite or the heel cover right here, and it looks beautiful. There's the other side where the joint is, and as you can see, there's no gap, there's nothing. That thing is beautiful. We've also refinished this section of the neck and polished the neck so that it plays and feels as beautifully as can. This is also, the machine heads have been treated with Big Ben's nut sauce to lube those, and they feel really great. The tuning is very smooth and accurate. No slippage or locking in the nut. Again, the thing is, it's ready to go home. Now, one small detail about this instrument is that it's owned by a doctor, and I think doctors know tolerances. And guy's a really great guitar player and a great friend of our shop here at LeGrand Stereo and Music, and just really honored to get to work on his instrument. He's a really super cool dude. Also, we have glued, the pick guard was peeling up off of that, and that's quite the process to get that thing glued back down, believe it or not. There's a lot of tricks to that fiasco, and it took a little time to get that done. I estimate that our, Ultimate are all together, all the time that myself and my coworker put into this instrument probably adds up to roughly 10 or 12 hours of actual hands-on labor. A lot of very precise carving and chiseling and gluing and building nuts. I mean, this is a big project to get that right and to do it correctly, and you get one chance in some cases. So a lot of time spent on one instrument, and I'm really happy to see it done. Everybody here at the shop has played it and loves it. So I would like to say I'm the guy that did it, and my coworker Stu also did a ton of work on this guitar, and I'm grateful for his help and his encouragement and his knowledge. I believe he is probably one of the best luthiers on the west coast of the United States. He's amazing. His name is Stu Hensley. If you need some work done on an amplifier or a guitar, come see him or myself. We're happy to do that for you here at LeGrand Stereo and Music, and we're very affordable. So, peace, y'all. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to play some Harmony Sovereign guitar right about now. Peace.